poor father lived with his young son. One day, he made a pot of soup. The little boy smiled and said, "Dad, this soup is so delicious." His father smiled and replied, "Yes, son. I bought the ingredients with the little money I earned yesterday. I made this soup because I want to feed hungry people today." Just then, there was a knock at the door. The father said, "Go check the door, son. Maybe someone hungry is outside." The boy opened the door and saw a poor man standing there. The man said, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I smelled the wonderful soup from outside. I'm very hungry. Could I please have a little?" The father called from inside. "Who is it, son?" The boy answered, "Dad, it's a hungry man." The father said, "Please bring him inside." The hungry man walked in and said, "Sir, I'm very hungry. If you could share a little soup with me, I would be so thankful." The father smiled warmly and said, "Please come in. I made this soup for people like you." Then he turned to his son and said, "Son, bring me a bowl." The boy quickly brought a bowl. His father filled it with soup and handed it to the hungry man. The man happily began eating. After a few bites, he smiled and said, "Sir, this is the best soup I've had in a long time." When the hungry man finished eating, the father asked, "Would you like some more?" The man smiled and said, "No, thank you. My stomach is full now. May God bless you and give you everything your heart wishes." Then he thanked them again and left with a big smile. A little later, there was another knock at the door. This time, the father opened it and saw the landlord standing outside. The father quietly said, "Please speak softly. I don't want my son to hear this. I'm sorry, but I lost my job. I can't pay the rent this month. Please give me a little more time. I promise I'll pay you soon." The landlord smiled and said, "Don't worry, I'm not here to collect the rent. I came to give you good news." He took out his phone and showed the father a picture. "Today, a man came to my office. He paid the full price for this house and told me to transfer it into your name. Do you know this man?" The poor father's eyes filled with tears. "Yes," he whispered. "I know him very well. He is the same man I gave soup to today." The landlord looked shocked. The father continued, "After he signed the papers and paid the money, I went downstairs to put everything away. When I came back, he was gone. I searched everywhere, but he had disappeared." The father looked up at the sky with tears in his eyes and said, "I prayed to God to never let my son become homeless. God heard my prayer. I truly believe that man was a kind person sent by God to help us." He hugged his son and said, "Son, never stop helping hungry people. When you help someone with a sincere heart, God can bless you in ways you never imagined." Moral: kindness is never wasted. When you help others with a sincere heart, God can open doors you never expected.